Okay, I'm going to show you how to install Unity and the Atavism, and for your friends who are going to help edit the game, they're going to need part of this. And I've zipped it up. So if you go to our Google Drive, anybody who helps you is going to need the assets.zip. If you're editing the game, you're not going to need that because you're going to have the Atavism core. So you need the assets zip, Atavism core, AtavismEditor, and I2 localization CSV. So you're going to download those things. You're going to open up the Unity Hub, which installs Unity. You're going to click on the installs, and this is where your versions of Unity are installed. We're going to use 2020.3. I have to update mine. I'm at 24. So you're going to click Add, and you're going to install Unity 2020.3. They're at 34, so I have to update mine. And you just click Next, and it's going to install. And once it's all installed, you're going to click on Projects, and you're going to create New. Make sure that it's using Unity 2020.3. Click on Unity 3D, give it a name, wherever you want a location, and hit Create. And it's going to create an empty project for you. Make sure it's using 2020.3. If it's not, just click on this drop down and select the 2020.3. Whatever versions you have installed, you can, and it'll update the project for you to this version. So once that's created, it should open automatically, and you're going to be greeted with this sample scene, which is empty and nothing. And you had downloaded the Atavism Unity core. You're going to download that, and downloads, and you're just going to drag that core you're just going to drag the core right here into this bottom in your project. This is where all the files and the assets go. You're just going to drag it here and drop it, and it'll install. It'll take a few minutes. It'll come up with a little box to check mark everything and hit import. It's all check marked. Just hit import. Yeah, it's got to prepare the package for a minute. It'll take 2 minutes to unpack it and get it ready. After a minute, it's going to show this. This is all going to be check marked for you. I've already installed it, so you're just going to click on import with everything check marked. And then once it's all installed, you're going to have all these folders. And everything is in the Dragon Sun folder, the scenes, and this is where we're going to create the world using Gaia and Gina. You see right here, this is an empty scene because I did not import any of the demo data, so there is nothing here. If we started this game, this is what the player would see. And here's all the menus that are shown at various times. We can hide those just by clicking on canvas and uncheck it, and now they're going to be invisible, and then you can work on importing or creating a scene with Gaia and Gina. So that's all there is to that. The other thing that you need to do, if you are using Unity, if you're one of the just doing the editor, you're not going to have to do this. But if you are using the Unity editor to create the world, you're going to have to go up to Window and Atavism and click on the Atavism editor here. And you're going to have to click on Database, and you're going to have to put in our server info, which it's pinned in this channel right here, the IP, the user ID, and the password. And you're going to put the database host, servers, don't touch database name, the database user, and database password. Test connection, it'll say success. do this check mark to copy it, and it copies it to all the other database. There's 4 of them. There's content, admin, master, and the atavism. So once that's done, that's all there is to that. And the editor is all set. If you are just going to be using the editor, let me show you how to set that up. So if you're using the editor, remember the folder that you had with the game. It has the assets folder. So to edit the game, this game is actually, all the information is saved in the database. So we're going to create the world that you walk through in Unity. But all the objects, the swords, the items, the quests, everything else is created in the Atavism editor right here. So you're going to download this and install it. And after you install it, it'll start up. And you're not going to have any profiles here. So you'll click on New Profile. And you're going to give it a profile name. My profile. And you're going to click on the project folder. This is where you're going to browse to that folder that you created. If you're using Unity, you're going to browse to your Unity folder. If you've installed the Unity and you're going to be doing this, you browse to the Unity folder, which would be, right here. And I just select that. If you are not using Unity, if you are just going to be doing the editor, then you browse to the folder where you had downloaded the assets zip from our drive. You had downloaded and unzipped this into a folder. So on the desktop, I had unzipped it right here. Select folder, and these are the folders that you unzipped with the 3D models and all the icons. You're going to need to select a default image. This is just an image that if there is no image to display, it's going to show this. Just make it something small. It should probably be a invisible image so that you realize there's no image, but you're going to have to select something. So I'm going to use this, our scary monsters. Okay, and then right here, admin database. Same thing as in the Unity where you clicked on Atavism and AtavismEditor and you put the information right here. Same thing. The host is servers.irgamer.com. Don't need the port, don't change the database, play user, and the password. INC0RRECT. All right, you're going to hit test connection. I don't know where it tells you on this because it never shows up. And just hit fill others and it fills everything in for you. And you hit save. Now you have your profile. So when you click on this profile, it's going to tell you profile selected. It's going to tell you that it found all the data and imported it. There, file synchronization is complete. And there's no error. So it is connected to the database already. So there we go. Now we are ready to start. If you have Unity, you're ready to start building a terrain and a world here with castles and caves and trolls. And if you are using the editor, you're ready to edit all the settings. And these settings are explained in Unity AtavismOnline.com. And I'm going to go over that in the next video.